Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast, brought to you by the REC Toycast. I am your host, Roman Chavez, and with me as always,
Erik Icarus.
Eric.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to be honest with the listeners.
Yes.
I messed up the intro. I messed it up. And
that's why I was giggling.
We had to restart it, and Eric's not ready. You know, if Eric could be professional, I could definitely be professional. But I'm not. I don't know how I can work in these conditions. You know, you're supposed to be my Chewy.
Yeah, right.
And all of this stuff.
You know,
but
sometimes you drop the ball. You drop the soap.
You know? Yeah, but that's what the number 2's supposed to do. He's supposed to back me up. He's supposed to recorrect the ship. You don't think Han Solo falls asleep at the wheel a little bit?
That's true.
And then Chewie just kind of goes. He doesn't move him. He doesn't want to insult Han Solo. Man. He just kind of turns the wheel a little bit, just corrects it.
He's just a good supporting cast.
You know. And speaking of, guys, I think there's some unsung heroes.
Yes.
In the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Erik and Roman are going to talk about the Marvel movies again. Yes, but we want to talk about the second bananas.
Yeah.
We want to talk about the Chewies. We want to talk about the guys who are the backbone.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys are here for the Roman voice, all right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Eric's the lungs, okay? He is the lungs. All right? I need those lungs.
There you go.
And we were talking and we were thinking, man, the Marvel Universe, there's some great, a lot of these guys just have great backup. Like, the backup singers really bring out the song.
That's right.
You know, somebody like, give me your favorite. Who's your favorite second banana in the Marvel Universe?
Rhodey.
There you go.
Rhodey. Effing Rhodey. Yeah, War Machine himself, man. I any scene he's in, it ups it.
Yeah.
Even when he's carrying a solo scene, it's still amazing. And of course, I'm talking mainly Don Cheadle here.
Yeah.
Not too much disrespect to Terrence Howard. He did fine. It was okay.
Terrence Howard was fine.
It just felt like he was trying to be at RDJ's speed as far as being snarky and I think you can't go at RDJ's level, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna look.
And that was probably part of the reason that he was not
asked back,
because I think he really thought it was like Iron Man and War Machine the movie,
right,
and it's really Iron Man. But god dang it, if there's no fat on Don Cheadle.
No,
Don Cheadle is so good as Rhodey. Every time he's on screen, I feel like the thing he says or the thing he does is one of my favorite moments.
Oh, for sure. Arguably, kind of saved Iron Man 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Seriously.
I agree. Him and another one we'll talk about later.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. Again, Rhodey just bringing out the best friend aspect to Tony.
Yeah.
He really humanizes Tony.
Yeah.
Like, he's able to put Tony in his place because he's his friend.
Yeah.
And
he trusts Rhodey.
There you go.
He trusts Rhodey to tell him the truth.
Right.
And when you're best friends with people, sometimes you got to tell them the hard part of the truth.
Yeah, you're right.
The hard truth.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And Don Cheadle's James Rhodes is so good. Give me your favorite Rhodey moment then?
Okay, hands down, it's in Endgame.
Okay.
It's when it's towards the end of it's building up to the climax. Thanos decimates the Avengers compound.
Oh, awesome scene.
Rocket and Rhodey are trapped underneath the rubble. Rocket is drowning, saying, "Help me, help me." Rhodey has to get out of his suit to save Rocket and doesn't think twice.
Yeah, and remember, he doesn't have the use of his legs.
That's right. He cannot walk, gets out of his suit, knowing he's probably going to die.
Yeah, even if he gets Rocket out of there, there's a good chance that Rhodey dies.
Exactly, and he does it without a second thought. He's like, "Oh, there's a life on the line."
Yeah,
and that just showed me that Rhodey's like a real hero.
Yeah, and I think that's why. I think that's something that Tony sees so much in Rhodey.
Right.
But like Tony says to Spider-Man in Homecoming, if you're nothing without the suit, then you don't deserve it.
Oh, man.
Dude, I never made that correlation.
Wow.
Dude, I never made that correlation until just right now. So what does Rhodey do? Rhodey gets out of the suit to save. Oh my, dude, I never made that connection until just now.
Speechless.
Yeah.
Wow.
That made that scene even better. And the tail end of that scene, as water is filling up and they're running out of space for the water to go, Rhodey says to Rocket, "I'll see you on the other side."
Yeah.
And it's so touching because you forget that these guys have basically been working together for 5 years.
That's true.
And they have shared loss.
That's true.
So, yeah, these dudes, like, they're friends, actually.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like, so it's going to be really interesting for this Rocket and Chris Pratt and them who have been gone for 5 years to see what their dynamic is. I really hope that James Gunn builds upon that.
For sure. Definitely.
Builds upon, like, that Rocket has grown.
Yeah.
And it would be really sweet if, like, Rocket's really protective of Quill and Drax and all of them.
That would be, that's perfect, like, character arc.
Yes.
Going from a selfish loner, going into a paternal role almost, you know? Because he had that with Groot regardless.
Yes.
But as becoming, like, the team's father, like, the whole team. Like, how crazy. Oh, I really hope he does that.
That would be really interesting.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Really interesting.
But yeah, mad love for James Rode. Don Cheadle, you're awesome. Yeah. Don Cheadle, you're unsung. Unsung.
Well, I'm going to give you an even more unsung one,
let's
because I don't even think you thought about it.
Nope, probably not.
Happy. Oh! Happy as well. Happy Hogan, when you were describing Don Cheadle's, when you were describing Rhodey's relationship, I was thinking of Happy the whole time you were saying it.
Yeah.
It works for both of them.
It does. No, it does.
You know? Like, he's obviously, like, I would assume that he's the godfather to Morgan.
Well, for sure. It's got to be.
If not, he's, you know, the dear uncle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, Happy, you know, fleshes out the character. We're pretty sure that he helped Tony roofie some chick at that Stockholm thing, okay? When he creepily closes the doors.
It gives him that, like, bro. Like,
that bro nod. It's very
uncomfortable.
Nod. Very uncomfortable. Yeah, that was the one thing Rhodey was missing, like the awkward date rape scene, okay? But I think when in Iron Man 3, when you know, Tony has stepped back from running Stark Industries and Happy calls him on the tablet. Yeah. And he like can't can't work it. He's like, the camera's just pointed at his forehead and everything. Like, you know, he's like turning the camera around. He's like, I don't know how to do it, okay? I don't know how to do it. I didn't, you know, I think he makes mention like he didn't go to like college or something, you know? Like like it's another one there.
Oh, but, for sure. But then just that moment with him and Morgan.
Oh my God.
Comforting the daughter of his fallen friend. And being so selfless. Like, he's not allowing himself to cry in front of her yet. Yeah. Like, he's like, this child doesn't need to see this right now. She needs strength. To see strength like her father gave me when I needed it. So, like...
And when he talks to his other kid, Peter Parker, and he's there for him, and brings him the stuff to make the suit, and all that stuff, like, it's, you know, Happy... God, that just bummed me out even more about the Spider-Man thing. Yeah, we're not going to get any Happy Hogan.
Nope.
We can't get Happy Hogan anymore.
Nope.
Oh, that just... Oh, dude, I didn't...
see, now, more revelations today.
I didn't realize that until just now.
Yeah, you can't...
I'm
me
sick.
either, man.
I'm sick about it.
Yeah, it sucks.
We may have to pour one out for Happy, man. I'm super bummed.
Dang, man.
Anyway, Happy Hogan's great. Second Banana, he's awesome. Whatever.
Yeah.
There was a great movie that was full of number twos.
Pretty much.
Who does number two work for is always the question. All right, Austin Powers, baby. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
We were trying to figure out who the second banana was there. And it also fits into their motif. They're all second banana.
Exactly. They are.
The show stealer is Groot, but at the same time, all he says is "I am Groot." So it's you're peaked at what you can do with him.
Right.
But everybody in that movie is a...
They tried out for the Avengers, didn't make the cut.
Yes.
So they started
the B squad.
Yeah, JV.
Yeah, they're JV. Very good. I like that. And it's great. You know, we've talked about Guardians at great lengths and everything, but the interesting idea about this, too, is that it's about the Guardians, but then there's also side characters in the Guardians.
Exactly.
Yondu. Kraglin, who we were calling Kurgan the other day, because again, guys, Highlander, it's in my head. I can't get out of it. Okay, it's stuck. It's stuck. Apparently, it won an Oscar for being the best movie ever made, or something like that.
That's true.
It's according to Ricky Bobby. All right, but yeah, in this movie that has it's a team of second characters. Yeah, the second characters in these movies help too.
Amazing.
Yeah,
like
again. Kraglin is so interesting, and he's got 15 lines in both movies.
Right.
You know?
But able to be fleshed out completely.
Yes. Yeah,
Somehow.
we know what he's about.
Yes.
We know what Kraglund's about. We know that dude.
Yes. Same with Yondu. Granted, the second movie, he probably is like a main character.
Yeah, he gets bumped up to 2A instead of 2B.
Exactly.
Okay?
And the reason why? Because he made such an amazing impact in the first movie.
Yeah.
His presence was small, but everyone was like, I love Yondu.
Yeah.
Like, Yondu's so... And shout out to Michael Rooker for just bringing that character to life. Cause
just turned it on its head. He did for Yondu what RDJ did for
Iron
Tony
Man.
Stark.
Yeah, because if you look at the Guardians comic, Yondu is not Yondu.
No, he's got the fin, but he's very graceful. He's basically space Hawkeye.
There you go.
And he whistles, and it kind of controls the arrow.
Yeah,
like just a little.
Exactly.
Like it's not as not as devastating as Yondu is in the films, man.
Man.
I remember one of my buddies who only really watches Marvel movies, doesn't read comics or anything.
Yeah.
was like Yondu seems like he's one of the most powerful people in the universe.
Oh, because of the...
Yeah. He's like, how is he not one of the most? I was like, well, you'll see some more.
Exactly.
I was like, but this is interesting and fun.
Oh, for sure. It was a good twist on it, definitely.
Yeah.
And, back to Kraglund, I mean, I want more of him.
Yeah.
I hope he gets a bigger part in 3.
Yeah, I hope he's not really with the Ravagers anymore and that he's on Quill's ships.
Right.
Or if he's still with the
just
Ravagers, he's the captain.
Exactly.
Now. Like, I would be down with that.
I would be so cool with that.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean Gunn, man.
Yeah.
James Gunn's brother. Guy just got married a couple months ago, too.
Congrats,
so,
man.
yeah. So that's awesome. And he's also the body double for Rocket.
That's right. That's right.
Good. Because we were talking about Rocket, and Rocket in Avengers Endgame is very much a side character.
Very true.
But, man, it'll be interesting, and we were kind of talking about this earlier off episode.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting to see... Oh, man, I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. But he is not... He is more of a second character in that Avengers movie than he is, I guess, in Guardians.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see him actually fulfill a side character, mission almost.
Yes.
Like, he's able to play that part, and...
he has to go get Thor.
Right.
That's awesome.
He's playing a side character to Thor.
Yes.
And you know what? A good side character is going to steal scenes when they need to steal scenes.
Yeah.
But also up the main character when they need to be. Like, you're going to hold them up, make them look better.
Yeah.
And Rocket does that with Thor pretty much the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And again, I think Guardians is just full of just awesome side characters that decided to form a team.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, that's all I got on Guardians because it's just too amazing.
Yeah, there's another film I think that we would agree is another film of side characters, and it's Ant-Man. And to a lesser or equal extent, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Those ones, I mean, yes, Paul Rudd is Ant-Man.
Yes.
But you can't tell me you don't care about Louise just as much.
Yeah, or Dave, or Kurt.
Yeah, like, everybody in there is a less animated side characers than like the Guardians are.
Oh yeah, but figuratively.
But yeah, just figuratively. Yeah,
and literally too.
And I think that people still want on like the Avengers mega box set that's going to come out where like Luis is like telling like what happened.
Right. Relaying the story.
Like, all right, man, so this is what happened in 1940. Like he just starts there and he like tells the Marvel universe.
Dude, that would be so awesome.
I mean, like people have been kicking that around since the first Ant-Man movie.
Oh, for sure.
And it's because, man, they love Louise. They were so bummed that there was no Louise in
Endgame?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And same with Kurt. I mean, he's got very little dialogue.
Very little.
Slays it, man. I love that. Who's that guy's name again?
His name is David Dastmalchian.
Yeah.
And I love David Dastmalchian. He's getting a little bit of play now.
He's the quintessential like side character.
Yeah.
Everything he's in.
Yeah. But people like him. People really like
him. So good.
It's Batman Day today, which if you check out our last episode, we talk about Batman Day a little bit. And he posted a picture of him during the funeral,
right,
when they're like dressed up as the cops doing the 21
the honor guard,
yeah. So him and Heath Ledger, and it's like, oh,
that's so cool,
dude. That is so cool. You got to be in the greatest Batman movie.
Oh, for sure, arguably.
Arguably, and you got to be, and then you get to be in the MCU.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my gosh! And
see, sometimes being a second banana pays off.
Yeah.
It'll pay off sometimes.
Yeah, Vice President still gets paid a lot of money.
That's true.
He's still got a pretty cushy
job. That's very true.
And
man, I mean, but again, like Ant-Man doesn't work without those characters. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
I love Paul
Agreed.
Rudd. He can carry movies, but those side characters upped the comedy, the tension. I mean, let's talk about Hank Pym, Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas, man. He's 2A plus.
Yeah.
You know, he could have been Hank Pym
back in the 90s.
Yeah, if he would have done it then.
Yeah, if they did Ant-Man back in the 90s, he still embodies Hank Pym. I was like, that is perfect casting.
Yeah. It was so good.
Like his attitude, the way he carries himself, like and it didn't even cross my mind before they casted him.
Yeah.
Would never have thought of Michael Douglas.
No, because you wouldn't think somebody like Michael Douglas would do this type of movie.
Very true.
But hey,
and he brings it to this movie, and it's funny because he is Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And he's a side character in his own movie.
Yeah.
Like in a way. It's
so
kind of funny.
So funny.
I mean, was Janet kind of a side character in the first Ant-Man, or was she integral?
Well, she's Hope. Remember, she's not Janet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Hope.
Yeah. Hope was fairly integral because you remember she was like the inside person.
That's right. Yeah.
So and but she doesn't do any Wasp stuff.
Okay, so she was still kind of a side character.
Yeah,
basically.
still very much a side character.
Well, she was great.
She teaches him how to fight.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, man, Ant-Man and the Wasp are good.
Yeah,
good.
And those for me are like the unsung Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Because people, I don't know why they glaze over them.
Yeah.
That and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Again, Doctor Strange, great side characters. The
Wong.
ancient Wong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every scene he's in.
Yeah.
Kills it.
And he's like listening to Beyonce and everything. And even Chiwetel Ejiofor as Mordo.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Mordo's in the ancient one, like you were saying, like everybody in there just works so well. They play so well off of each other. Whereas, because I mean, if we compare these two, Thor, Cap, and Iron Man, it's painfully obvious that like Cap and Iron Man and Thor are the main characters.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's fine.
And it's fine.
They are the title characters.
Definitely.
But Doctor Strange, title character, but you know, he's
nothing without his band.
Yeah, Mordo is just as interesting to me as and that version of Mordo. I like that version of Mordo way better.
Yeah,
way better.
The MCU's been really good at updating some of some of these characters, and that is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
He's great in it, and like I said, Wong kills it. And you know, it's funny, we have forgot to mention the ultimate side character, Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes is the alpha. I think it's like Bucky, Black Widow, and Michael Douglas. Those are the alpha second characters. Man.
I mean, I would have to throw Cheadle in there.
Cheadle's in there too. Yep, and Okoye. God,
Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye.
We haven't gotten to Black Panther.
All right, sorry. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
But Bucky Barnes. I mean, talk about starting in the first Cap movie as just his war buddy.
Yeah.
Going into Winter Soldier as the protagonist. Yeah. Going into the third movie as kind of a fallen hero.
Yeah.
Almost, you know, and then completely redeeming himself in
totally redeeming himself
in Infinity War and Endgame. Like that is like a side character's complete arc.
In Spider-Man: Far From Home, when that like kind of Channel 1-esque, high school recap of the Fallen. That's the first time Bucky Barnes ever mentioned as a hero. They show the Winter. They say the Winter Soldier. They're like showing the pictures, and they're like saying that these heroes fell in the blip.
Right.
And like he's included in those pictures. So it's like the first time that he's referred, like the Winter Soldier is referred to as a hero.
And then, you know who else is another main side person? Sam Wilson, the Falcon.
Mm-hmm. But Sam, I feel, is really dialed down because his part in Winter Soldier is pretty small.
It is.
He shows up he shows up at key parts, obviously.
Right.
But I think you forget about Sam Wilson until they go to revisit him together.
Sure.
Like,
but I don't know, that scene with him and Steve, right when we see him, on your left. On your left. I mean, that's just building such a great rapport.
Yeah.
And then getting him, and again, in Ant-Man.
I was going to say, he arguably had his best role in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Like his most standout thing, and he gets his butt whooped.
Yes, he does.
So, but yeah, I mean, and that's great. Again, another side character in a movie of side characters.
Yes. I mean, oh, man.
Yeah.
And then, I was struggling to pick one for Thor.
Yeah.
But Heimdall.
Yeah.
Come on. In Ragnarok, how cool was he in that
Yeah,
dude?
it was very cool.
I mean,
I think we wasted Idris Elba.
we did.
We
did.
But he didn't waste it.
No.
He gave us everything. I really felt like Heimdall was interesting, and Thor even references him as his best friend.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he says it to Rocket.
That's
you know,
right.
My brother died, my father died, my best friend died. So, I mean, I think that it's too bad that we're done with Heimdall.
Exactly.
It's too bad. But at least he went out like a boss.
He
though.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talking crap to Thanos, you know, basically he saves the day.
He does.
If he doesn't send the Hulk there, they don't know what's going on. And they get jacked. Heimdall is him and
the rat that walked across the keyboard.
him, the rat, and the Yinsen, the doctor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those three beings are the heroes of the Marvel universe. We just did it, guys. My nose is bleeding.
Yeah, you just blew my mind.
Yeah, those three things need to happen.
Wow. Oh man. And then we could talk about Black Panther, like you said. Okoye.
Okoye is far more interesting to me than T'Challa at this point. I think T'Challa's great.
Yeah.
But Okoye really giving somebody, giving one of the Dora Milaje like a general.
Yeah.
And she steals the show in a lot of those scenes for me.
She does.
We had talked about that before in Black Panther, that the girls were
the better part of the movie.
Yeah, like I loved that.
And Claw.
And Claw. Oh, man. Shout out to Claw.
Andy Serkis, man. I wish he'd
Serkis,
come back, man.
Gollum himself, It'll be interesting since we are going to do some like stuff in the past. Like it'll be interesting if he shows up in Black Widow.
That's true.
Because he could be dealing arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It would have been really cool if he was the one who had the Winter Soldier.
Wow.
That would be cool.
That would be kind of cool, man.
It'll be interesting if he's looking for the Winter Soldier.
That's true. Yeah,
that would be
dude.
cool.
That would be kind of cool, man.
I could dig on that.
Oh my god, man. That's now you just keep blowing my mind.
I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
Man.
Sorry, guys.
Take it.
I'm in it right now. I'm in the zone.
We're in deep.
I think Gwyneth Paltrow deserves a tip of the cap.
Absolutely.
Pepper is
played it perfect.
I didn't care for Gwyneth Paltrow as an actress until she was Pepper Potts.
Yeah, I mean, I liked her in 7.
Yeah.
And then Iron Man.
But her part in 7 is very small.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, did you see that Kirsten Dunst thing where she got mad at I'm gonna botch. It wasn't Variety. I don't know. It was some publication, and they were like talking about this thing she has coming about,
yeah.
and it was like Kirsten Dunst, also known as Spider-Man's girlfriend. Like they didn't even say it was Mary Jane. And she like retweeted them. She's like, well, she said like, hey, explicit guys, 3, 2. She's like, that's pretty shitty. Like she like replied to the tweet. So yeah, she was saying that. So somebody like interviewed her, and she's like, yeah, she's like, I've never really been like recognized in my own industry.
Yeah.
It's like, remember Mona Lisa Smile? You guys hated that movie, but now people love that movie.
Right.
She's talking about a lot of her movies that like people didn't like then and now like. And it was just interesting. But yeah, the Spider-Man's girlfriend thing is really the tie-in here.
It's funny because she's in one of my favorite comedies, Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that was one too that she said. She was like, Drop Dead Gorgeous was people didn't like that, and then now people love it. Yeah,
but yeah, man,
we talked about that in our episode of
90s,
19 films from 1999. So go and check that out.
Check it out. It's a long watch, listen rather, and it's worth it. It's my favorite episode we've ever done.
Yeah, well, that's high praise. That's high praise.
It is. And speaking of side characters, I forgot one. The token white dude in Black Panther that sacrifices his life.
Who?
Remember, he's like the secret, like he's an agent.
Oh yeah, it's
He's like a pilot.
It's Everett Ross, the guy from Sherlock, Martin Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, not Morgan Freeman, but I would
like. Are they related?
Clearly they are. Everett Ross was really good in Black Panther as well.
Good side character, and he went out like a boss, man.
He didn't die.
Yeah, he did.
No, they saved him.
Did they?
Saved him. Yeah, they saved him.
Who am I thinking of? Claw
guys. Yeah. You're having a hard time processing your death of Ulysses Claw.
I really am.
Right?
I miss that guy.
Yeah, dude. Andy Serkis, redefined that character.
He did.
Very cool.
Not even the same character from the book.
When he shows up in Age of
Ultron,
and he's like, "Are you guys, supposed to be intimidating? Because I got to tell you, I don't feel that intimidated.
I like when he lasers his hand off.
Yeah.
He's like,
Ooh, that's gonna be okay. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm not Iron Man.
Oh man.
Ultron, the side character of Avengers villains.
Which is sad, because
Yeah.
he's awesome, dude.
Too awesome. I saw a post today on Instagram, like
Dogging it.
Yeah, dogging like the look, like what we wanted, and they showed like the comic and it's like what we got. Like they did it for that, and they did it for Doomsday and
Doomsday sucks.
Yeah, Doomsday wasn't very cool.
And Ultron was friggin' awesome, and people don't know what they're talking. Ultron, Age of Ultron, the side character of the Avengers movies.
Yes, yeah.
Which is sad.
The side Avengers movie of the Avengers
Exactly.
movies.
I feel like Civil War is more of an event to most people.
Yes.
Not me.
Yeah.
Because me and you, maybe two other people I know, love Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it's so good.
Give it
I watched
people.
it. I watched it the other day.
I watched it last week.
Yeah.
Give it a rewatch, people.
And my daughter, my oldest, was not into it until the Hulkbuster fight.
Oh, nice.
She loved that. She's like, why are they fighting? And I was like, oh, the Hulk's sick and Iron Man's trying to help him. Yeah. The little witch messing with your brain. You're smarter than her. You're stronger than her. You're Bruce Banner. Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
it's
man.
so good.
I think it's arguably Bruce Banner is a side character.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, yeah. Ruffalo and RDJ don't really have to put in that much screen time
They
if
really
they don't want
don't.
to,
That's
Well,
so funny.
but the cool thing about Ruffalo...
He shows up.
He shows up and he is the body double.
Yep.
Yeah, he's wearing the foam and he's wearing the motion capture.
Because
and
Ruffalo
he's doing the work.
is the man.
Yes. Yeah. He is a guy who really... He doesn't understand why he's famous, and I kind of don't, except that I flippin' love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
My wife loves Mark Ruffalo. The guy is great and everything is... But you know what movie I've never seen all the way through, and it's like a big deal? 13 Going on 30. I think he's the love interest.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
And, yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, man, he's... I vaguely remember it. But he was in one of my favorite movies, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And
I can't remember him in that movie at all.
Yeah, he looked like a total hipster.
Yeah.
The hipster glasses, the puffer jacket.
Yeah.
Like he played it good.
Oh, man. Well, kids, that was our shout-out to the second bananas.
Yeah.
To the Eric Icarises of the world.
That's
who
right,
are
to the George Harrises, the Ringo Starrs.
Yes, the guys who really keep the whole thing together. Keeps he's the fuel in the engine, boys and girls.
That's right.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Give us a like. Reach out to us on Instagram at REC Podcast. Slide into our DMs. Let's talk. Tell us something you want us to talk about. Did we mess something up? Did we forget a side character that you love?
Yes.
I know we were going to talk about Black Widow, but you know what? She's not a side character. She's an Avenger.
Woo!
Eric, what did you learn today?
What did I learn? I think I learned I need to maybe rewatch Black Panther again.
Yeah.
And
I have not watched that one in a while.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I really thought that guy died in there.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough.
He was going to kill himself, and then he did not.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he did not.
Didn't go out like Benoit.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
You shouldn't have told me that.
I learned that Eric loved Chris Benoit, but did not know the tragedy that befell him and his family. And I had to explain it to him, and Eric's a terrible person, guys.
I'm not laughing at what happened and laughing that I didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know. He was talking about the Canadian Crippler like everything was cool. And I had to inform him off camera. It is not cool.
And
not cool at all.
And a man's not here, and neither is his family. It's terrible because he loved it.
It's tragedy. Tragedy. Thank you so much for listening, kids. I have been your host, Roman Chavez.
Eric Icky Poo.
And we will catch you next time. Benoitless.